Mario first got here, he had a vision, man, and I just wanted to be a part of it. So, I came, I committed to the U, and we just went to work. We put our head down, went to work, and we grinded. And look where we at now.
Wes, Fernando offers that type of quarterback where he can put it down and just get going. You guys have taken on a couple of those guys already, like Trinidad a couple weeks ago against Ole Miss. What are you seeing on your side, kind of keep him contained and keep him from extending those plays just a little bit?
Just executing the defense, man. Just doing your job and keeping eyes on them. In case he scrambles, just doing your job. I feel like everything else will take care of itself. Everyone just do their job.
Wesley, what's good? J Fresh 99 Jams, Miami's #1 for hip hop and R&B. What you listening to in the locker room on Monday?
Probably gonna add some young boy in there.
Okay.
Probably gonna be a lot of young boy being played.
All right. Hey,
Yes,
ball
sir.
out on Monday, dog.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wesley, how you doing, Mr. Wesley? Quick question. Being from Miami, being in the Haitian culture, what's your favorite dish, your Haitian meal that your mom cooks or your family cooks for you?
Probably have some rice,
Yeah.
some rice in there. Probably some fried chicken, and throw some fried plantain in there. Yeah.
Okay, that's real. I appreciate you. Thank you.
And some pickles with some grill, all that.
So
You know.
you're going to have a big plate.
Yeah, big plate.
I appreciate you, Wesley Bissainthe. Thank you.
This man.
Wesley, just how is this year under Coach Heatherman? How has he kept things simple for you in the defense? Just how does he go about implementing his read and react type of system?
Man, Coach Heatherman's different, man. The way he approaches things and the way he studies film is made for your players to succeed. You just got to do your job and play football and play fast and violent and physical. ESV, be excited, swarm, and violence. That's what we go off every day.
Good? Okay. Wesley, local kid, what has this been like for you, knowing you're going to play a national championship here at a home turf?
Man, I don't have no words, man. It feels like a dream. Just a local kid growing up in Miami, able to play the national championship in Miami. It's nothing else I can ask for. Something I worked my whole life for, and I'm very excited for this moment.
And just, a lot of you guys all, playing with each other at Miami Central, the guys coming from American Heritage, a big group of you guys coming from the South. Is that kind of like make this journey a little bit more special too, that you have a lot of guys to share this with?
Most definitely. I feel like when Coach Cristobal came, the biggest thing was just keeping the Miami kids home. Why go put on for another school when you can put on for your hometown school? That was the biggest thing.
Wesley, when you look at Fernando Mendoza in this offense, they don't make a lot of mistakes, but Miami has hung its hat on the fact of making teams make mistakes to get to this point right now. When those two things converge in the national championship, just what you can say about the matchup and your defense against their offense.
Like I said, we just got to be disciplined. We got to be disciplined as well, and everyone has to do their job. Everyone has to do their one-on-one. And if we do that, everything else will take care of itself. You don't want to press and make plays. Everyone has to do their job each and every play.
Indiana has one of the best rush offenses in the country. What's your plan on slowing them down?
Just like I said, I believe in our D-line. I feel like we have an amazing group of D-linemen: Ahmad Moulton, Justin Scott, David Blake. I feel like with those dogs, everything else will take care of itself. We just play off them.
Thank you.
Wesley, why is Mario Cristobal the right leader for this team at this time? Just what it means to you to have him as the central voice of the Miami Hurricanes. What is it about him that you feel is the right fit for Miami?
Coach Mario played here. It's in his blood. So he came home with a vision, and he knew what he wanted the Miami Hurricanes to be. And I believed in his vision. And we just put our head down, we grinded, and now we're at the national championship.
Wes, when Coach Heatherman came in, what did you do to kind of get to know him and his scheme? What was sort of your early impressions of him?
I met with Coach Heatherman a lot. Just trying to get I played a Mike and Will in his defense, so just trying to get familiar with it and all the terms. It wasn't really that hard. You just gotta play fast and be physical. That was the biggest thing. And so I would meet with him every day. Any questions I had, I would go ask Coach Heatherman, and he was open to answering any questions I had. And yeah.
Having played in the previous defense and been used to that system, like, were you nervous about a new system coming in, and how much did he kind of open things up for you to have the success you've had this year?
I wouldn't say I was really nervous. I feel like I had 3 different DCs in 4 years in college. So I wasn't really nervous. It was just a matter of just getting in the film room and learning what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, you can't make excuses. You got to go out there and get it done.
Wesley, obviously a unique circumstance playing a championship game in your home stadium. What's the preparation been like this week compared to what it was the previous bowl games, and what's your expectation for the atmosphere on Monday?
I don't feel like nothing has changed. We kept everything the same. You just got to be where your feet are and attack each and every day with the right mind and the right attitude, and everything else take care of itself.
Wesley, for you, can you speak about the chemistry of the linebacking room and how y'all have grown throughout the season, and just y'all rotate through a lot of people 9 times out of 10, but how has that relationship and just the chemistry on the field developed?
The chemistry started off the field in the off season, man. Just going out with your guys, going out to eat with your guys in the room, man. You gotta do that to build chemistry during the season, and I feel like that's what the whole defense has done. This whole off season, we've been meeting up for dinner and just talking about kind of what we wanted out of this year, and that's what we did, and look how far it's gotten us. So I feel like that's big. Building chemistry with your defense in the off season is real big.
Wes, you grew up here in this community, probably hoping to play in this game. To get to do it, 15 minutes from your high school. Can you talk to us about that? How special it is, A, to be in this game, and B, to be doing it where you grew up?
Man, it's very special, man, and I feel amazing because not only am I making the University of Miami fans proud, but I'm making members of my community proud. And when I go back home and I go back to my high school, I get to see their faces, see their smiles. It's kids there looking up to all of us. So, we giving them a vision. One day they might go to the University of Miami and, put on for their hometown and do big things like play for the national championship. So it's all about just doing big things for the younger generation.
Does it feel like it's sunk in yet that you're going to be playing in this game?
Honestly, it still feels like a dream a little bit. Just how much work we put in to get to this moment, man. It feels unreal. But we know we put the work in to get here, so it's just a matter of just getting the job done.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Indiana's offense relies heavily on RPOs. How does this change your approach?
Just trusting in the plan and the game plan Coach Heatherman has for us. That's all we could do, and just doing your job, like I said. That's it.
Going back to before the playoffs started, when you're watching that show and people have you bunched in there with Alabama and Notre Dame and them, what were you thinking during that moment, like as you're sort of waiting to see if you got in?
I knew if they let us in that we're going to be a dangerous team because I know the guys that I have going to war with me. So when they let us in, we knew we had to get right, get up, get right to work. That's what we did.
A few players have mentioned like a pact from the NC State game to play one more game at the Hard Rock. Is that something that was on the team's mind the whole season? Of course, the national championship, but from Notre Dame on, getting to play one more home game.
We definitely were talking about it in the summer. Once the season started, we weren't too much focused on it because we knew we had a game to go by week. But it's definitely something that was big for us, and we knew that this was a once in a lifetime opportunity. So we just went to work every week, and look where we at now.
And then to kind of have that plan before, like you said, the waiting on the committee and the decision to be able to see that through and get the one more home game. What does that mean to you and the team?
Man, it meant everything for us to see Miami get let in the playoffs. Man, it meant everything, and we knew that we had to make the most out of this opportunity.
Obviously, before he was at Miami, Mario had a great run coaching for Coach Saban at Alabama. Has he ever told any stories about working for Coach Saban, or what have you seen from him on that front?
He doesn't really talk about working for Coach Saban a lot. He sometimes he does mention the things he's learned from Coach Saban and the things he's took from Coach Saban, but he doesn't really talk about working for him that much.
What are some of those?
Just the way Coach Saban goes about.
Sorry. Hello. Preparation-wise, what makes this Miami team so special that has led you to where you guys are today?
Honestly, I feel like our chemistry. I feel like this offseason we built a bond that got us here. We knew that we had to play for each other. I feel like nobody is on the field playing for themselves. We all playing for each other.
Hi. Their passing game is going to get a lot of the attention here, but they have a really good rushing attack with 3 rushers over 5 yards per carry. What do you really see with that offensive line, how they move in the run game, and what you guys can do to kind of attack it?
They got a good offensive line, but I feel like we have a great defensive line. So I feel like with our interior guys and our edge players, I feel like it'll be a good matchup, and it's going to be a show to watch.
Hey, Wesley, Miami's always been a place that had a lot of ex-players come through, NFL guys or just ex-players, period. Tell me what you take from those interactions, whether it's individual or as a group, when you hear Ray Lewis speak to you guys or Michael Irvin is there on the sideline. What's the takeaway for you or as a team?
Man, it's big, especially Ray Lewis. Like you grow up watching him. You grow up watching his highlights before a game, your youth football games, man, and just to have him come back and talk to us and speak life into us is no greater feeling. He's a legend here, and we try our best to model our game after guys like that. So it's a blessing just to have him come back and speak knowledge into us.
Yeah, and the what they're sharing is not so much like, here's how you can be better as a player when you're playing against this type of offense. It's more like, here's how you can be better as a team. That's kind of what some of your teammates said, like big picture stuff, less small things.
Yeah, most definitely. Just leadership stuff, leadership bros. I think this past year we had Michael Irvin speak to us. Last year we had Ray speak to us, and they were telling us, just play for one another. Just take it one day at a time, and everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, and you're YouTubing these guys. Like, you didn't see Ray Lewis play as a little kid. Like, you're just YouTubing.
Yeah, everything was YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Wes. Apologies if you asked about this already, but you guys played against Fernando Mendoza last year against Cal. Just what do you remember about that game? And then specifically your late play at the end that seemed like it could have been a target and could not have been. Just what do you remember from that game and that moment?
That game spoke a lot about the Miami Hurricanes. I think we were down 35-10, and we were able to come back. That was huge. And we were in California. That was huge. So that last play, I was just trying to make a play for my team because I knew I didn't want to leave that game with an L. So just when he ran, I just made the decision to hit him. Thank God I didn't get kicked out for targeting, but it was a great play, and I'm grateful that my team was able to come out with a W.
Wesley, just curious who would be on your Miami football Mount Rushmore, the 4 players.
University of Miami football. Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go Ray Lewis. Any side of the ball? I'm gonna go Ray Lewis. Is it too early to go Malachi Tony? I'm gonna throw Mally in there. I'm gonna throw Mally in there. Ray Lewis, Mally. I'm gonna go Cam Ward. I'm gonna go old school for the last one. I'm gonna probably go Michael Irvin. Yeah, I wanted to mix it up. I ain't just want to go straight old school, but yeah. Yes, sir.
You talked about when you had guys like Michael Irving and Ray Lewis coming in and talking about leadership. So what's the mental preparation that you guys go through when it comes to a game like this, being on the big stage, one win away from winning the Natty?
You just want to kind of block out all the noise. Just lock in on your preparation and take it a day at a time. Be where your feet are. We know the game's coming up. You just got to attack each day, and when the game, just let it loose.
I heard Coach talk about the defense always want to play angry, play mad. And I know off the field you don't come across so angry. So what's it like when to kind of flip that switch when you put the helmet on? Yeah.
That's the mentality. That's what he preaches. Like I said before, ESV, excitement, swarm, and violence. When you're out there, you want to be physical. And I feel like that's an identity of this defense. From the DBs to the linebackers to the D linemen. Be physical.
Wes, congratulations on making it here. For guys like you who played at Central, all the guys from South Florida down here, have you sat and just taken it all in yet? Has it hit you yet just to be in this atmosphere in your own backyard where you guys all grew up together and played together?
It definitely hit me. But this is something that we work for. This is something we work our whole lives for, man. Just growing up, playing the game to now. It's a big opportunity for us, especially everyone who's from Miami or Broward area. It's a big opportunity for us, and we can't wait to make the most of it.
Yeah, tell me about just the belief you guys had even before the playoff that you belonged here, you were going to get to this point. Tell me about that, just belief everybody shared this year.
We definitely knew we were special. Yeah, we had a couple minor hiccups, but we didn't let that phase us. We knew if we control what we control, that God would make a way, and He did. And now we're just making the most of it.
Yeah, the way you guys have been able to step up when guys have been hurt, whether it's a true freshman, somebody always seems to be stepping up for this team at every clutch moment. Tell me about that, just that mentality you guys have, that it doesn't matter who's on the field, you're going to make the play.
The grit, man, that's the grit. And I feel like we have no drop-off on our team in no position. I feel like every position group, we know that each and every one of us is special. So if one person's down, next man up mentality. And that's the way Coach Mario recruited.
And about Mario, the way he is as a coach, the intensity, what's it been like playing for him these years and just getting to know him on that level?
Man, it's been amazing. And what this university means to him. And like I say all the time, Coach Mario had a vision, and I just want to be a part of it. And it was only a matter of time before that we got here, with the work that we put in, and yeah. Thank you.
What's up, Wes? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Doing great. You've been here pretty much since start to finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of walk me through that process to eventually get here to the national championship game, all the highs and lows, and kind of what it feels to finally be here.
Man, it feels amazing, man. We went through a lot previous years, and we just kept our head down and kept grinding. That's literally what we've been doing, and to get to this moment that goes to show the work we put in and the chemistry we've built, and I knew this team was going to be special.
Yeah, and being a veteran who's seen that process from start to finish, what's been your message for the younger players, the freshmen, on how to just get through the struggles, let's say mid-season with the SMU loss?
Just like I just told him, we knew we just had to put our head down and control what we can control. That's all that was left to do. Just keep grinding and keep winning games, and they let us in, and we just ran with the opportunity. Yes, sir.
Hey, Wes, I just want to know, what's the message to the city? I know you're day one, you're this hometown. What message do you want to give to the fans and the city of Miami?
Thank you guys for all your support. Without y'all, I don't know where we would be. Thank you guys for the support. We love and appreciate you. And come this Monday, we need y'all out there, and we need y'all to be in the what they call it, the asylum. We need y'all to be crazy out there for us.